Hey everyone, Kim here, Abundant Life Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. We are doing another Mystery Mystic reading. We are continuing our exploration of the energies of what happened to Madeleine McCann. I thank you all for leaving comments, sharing some information, some of your insights, your intuitive hunches, bits of history that I wasn't privy to, and questions that we can explore. I will now get started because we have a lot to cover. First question is, what are the energies surrounding whether or not Madeleine's mom had anything to do with what happened or her disappearance? Pentacles. What are the energies surrounding whether or not her father had anything to do with the disappearance? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Any insights on whether or not like meeting me there. King of Wands. This is some outside influence here. I'm gonna pull from the Oracle energies surrounding whether or not mom had anything to do with it. We have curiosity. What about dad? Did dad have anything to do with her disappearance or what may have happened? And what is this card telling us here? Cornered. There's photos. Some murky situation is what I see here. Queen of Pentacles, which can be tied to a woman of affluence, money, but she's also a mother. She's security for someone. She's stable. She's stability. But it also could be someone who is very much, with money, resources, connections, etc. We have curiosity. You know what's curious to me is that there's a door here. When I look at these cards here, I get a sense that this was a nurturing connection. Granted, this door is open and ajar. And from what you all have shared with me, that it was reported that the door was unlocked. So that's interesting to me that the door is unlocked. But she's supposed to be a caring and doting mother. And perhaps very much so she is. And what this could really ultimately be speaking to is maybe where the issue for this parent here is something to do with that door. And that I would imagine it's leaving the door open. In the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket opening oracle reading I did, the little door card came up. You know, those little cards that I use. And that was interesting to me. So there's something about that door being unlocked, open. And was that intentional or not? What are the energies surrounding leaving the door open, intentional or not? It's a Four of Wands in reverse. It wasn't wise, that's for sure. I get a sense what this is saying in the... This is the card that's about family, home life, a happy home, a stable home. Using sound judgment to, to protect that, the four corners of the home. And that wasn't there. There's definite negligence here. But in terms of it being intentional, like she's leaving the door open for some like criminal to come in, I'm not seeing that. In terms of her father, we got the Knight of Pentacles. Here's the thing with me and the Pentacles. When these cards come up, typically that for me denotes trustworthiness, typically for a person. That they are hardworking, they are steadfast, they, in other circumstances, make sound judgments, cautious steps to grow what they've grown and amass what they have. And they, and they care about their family. That's what I pick up here. We've got depth. Now, some people would interpret like, oh, it runs deep, but for me, it runs deep that there's like prioritizing the family. We have reward here. Now, some people would, interpret this as perhaps there's some sort of financial gain in all of this. I can see how that direction could be gone down with these cards. But I'm thinking what Spirit is saying is that family is a value that he did not really have anything to do with her disappearance. I don't know who of the two actually left the door open, but this is, I sense here that, and you know what, I just got a flash. Could it have been that she walked out the door, Madeline? Curiosity. And people keep saying, oh, the parents know. I think intuitively speaking, they know something. But in terms of really having their hands in what transpired that night, what is strongly led is negligence here, with the reverse Four of Wands and this door being ajar. But I'm not really getting a sense that they did anything. Now, let's check out this card. The King of Wands jumped. I didn't even get a chance to even think of a question. Something told me to have it come out. This is someone outside of the family unit. And I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know. It's alarming to me because it's speaking to someone that could be outside, that could have been just outside the door. Yes, I don't know if someone really necessarily came in, because I don't understand why Spirit keeps pointing to us to look at the door. Did the person come in? Maybe with this corner card, I do sense, I know some people are saying it was probably a tragic accident. Maybe she walked off and, got to the water. That's super plausible, but I'm getting a sense with this card, with the cornered card, there is a person who is outside of them responsible. Okay. That's what I'm sensing here. And cornered could be either just outside the door or cornered inside the place. But I just sense that, and I'm just kind of feeling my way around this resort. I don't know if it was a villa home. I'm not quite sure, like an apartment. But I can just see or feel like she would have just screamed or something. Or maybe he had something, a weapon, with the King of Wands. But cornered. Cornered. And then we have swamp. That jumped last. Photos. So there's photographic evidence tied to this person. Someone knowing that, and it could, this could be the German, you know what the German people are accusing that guy, I think we call him, is it Christian? We'll call him Chris. Could this be him? Because there's perhaps photographic evidence that the German authorities have. I'm not quite sure what to make of this, because this could support an accident, something accidentally happening. You know, is this person, I don't know what Christian's background is. I don't know if he has, you know, taken people's lives, or if he's just, not just, but if he's a predator of some sort. I don't know to what extent. I have not looked that far. So I don't know if he's actually taken people's lives or not, but perhaps whatever could have happened to little Madeline is as a result of some sort of accident. And, you know, there's that. Now, I still just keep going to the photos card. That's interesting to me. Is this saying that we have photos of the person who this is representing, the King of Wands? Perhaps. I'm sensing it has something to do with, there's this murky situation here with the swamp card. It can mean literally taking her to what looks like a swampy area near the resort. I don't know. Not too far off a paved road, but this looks like an area where water once was, and then maybe it rains a lot and then it fills up, and then it kind of looks swampy. Huh. I wonder if there's an area like that. I don't know, but this is who I'm getting a strong sense of. Now, it could just be that what I'm picking up energetically is that the German police feel strongly about a particular person because of this and because of who he is. Something about cornered. Curiosity. Little Madeline maybe walked out and he could have been watching, spying. Like, look at his gaze. All right, let's see what the next question is. So, how does Madeline's mom feel today? Like, about everything. About, you know, what, Ten of Swords. Okay, how does her father feel? How does your dad feel? How does Madeline's dad feel? Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Oh, got cards flying everywhere. 1 second. Okay, so Ten of Swords. Her mom has really had a long haul, a long struggle with what has happened, and still to this day is really affected, deeply affected. A strong sense of betrayal, not necessarily her being betrayed. I mean, that could be very much what I'm picking up on here, but it could be she betrayed someone else. Maybe she feels that way towards her daughter, that, you know, It's a very heavy burden she's bearing. There's a lot of guilt, sadness, dark feelings, dark thoughts. Her dad has a different approach. I think he's just trying to, for the sake of their family, keep going, keep persevering, keep making sure that they are, is thriving as best as they can after such a loss. This doesn't mean he doesn't care. It just means that he has to kind of adopt and take on a new role. But this has stunted a lot of... This card is about kind of just being stuck in time, stuck in place, inability to move forward in certain areas, being at an impasse on many of things. It hasn't been really harmonious, primarily because of the mom and what she still mentally goes through today. There's a lot of mental torment on her side. And the last question I was going to ask tied to this one is, I know there were other adults on the trip. Like, what's going on with them today? And again, everyone's kind of at an impasse. This has been quite a blow to this family's lives. This is a heavy card, the Ten of Swords. So when you have people like the young lady who is saying that she is Madeleine McCann, at this present moment right now, this is really tearing up Madeleine's mom. And everybody else who's the other adults is just kind of like, I think they don't even know what to think. This has been a heavy burden to bear. Okay. The nature of what happened to Madeleine. The Emperor. And like, what if Spirit wishes to share like her state of being, that would be most helpful. This is an interesting combination. What's the nature of what happened to Madeleine? I'll show you all in a moment. And then we're gonna see how many. I think we have room for one or two more questions. Because I'm gonna break this parts into like 5 questions per video. This is quite the case. So I don't know, it's gonna take us a while to move through it. What happened to Madeleine? And if you would be kind to share, Spirit, what is her state of being? Money. Okay. Now, I know there's a lot of theories and rumors surrounding her case, so I have to also bear that in mind on what injuries that... I wonder if somebody's blackmailing someone. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like she's defenseless, that she like wouldn't even be able to, she's so little, wouldn't be able to put up a fight against this trickster energy, this person with the magician, someone who was making this happen. Like, and maybe even had bragged to friends and associates about thinking about doing something like this or going to do something like this. This could mean with this helper card that they did have, they did have some help after the fact, or just people knowing. This also could be more evidence that law enforcement has collected over the years, statements from people piecing together what they think may have happened to her. Although this rash decision impulse is interesting to me, as is this one. This card here tells me that her state of being is such that she's no longer with us. I say this also because of the Dark Energies card. The Emperor is about somebody, wanting to, I don't know, like rule something, rule over someone. Complete control. Something, I don't know, like blackmail or like look at this con man card. Karmic partner. It's like someone's seen something a little too close to maybe the parents. Man, it was another card that jumped, which is interesting to me. So it is confirmation of a man involved. Had some information. We have car accident. Something accidentally happening. Money. I think in the opening oracle readings, I did pick up on some money connections, like high finance, debts, or something going on. And so when I started kind of mulling this around in my mind and my spirit, I don't know why the word keeps like extortion or blackmail or threats. I don't know. It's kind of odd. And then we've got this new identity card. Don't want to be found. Fresh start, new life. Oh, maybe someone got compensated for their involvement, this helper. So, it may be more to this story than just this Christian person. Someone knows, like, something impulsive happened, something impulsive about that night. Maybe it's the impulse of the parents, making the decision to leave the doors open and then come back and forth to check on the kids. And someone was opportunistic and took advantage of this. Had some information. I don't know why. I don't know what to their benefit. But then we have this accident, and I see car accident. Yes, it could represent a car accident, but I don't think so. I think the key word in this is accident. Yeah, we're certainly not getting a lot of information from law enforcement, other than they have this one guy and they think he did it. But it just feels like there's more to the story there. And I'm not quite sure what. I'm just going to stick these here. I will spread this out and take a picture of the spread in a more neat fashion. What was family life like with the McCanns? What was their family life like? This is going to be interesting. I'm going to sit with this section here. I do know that some kind of brute force came up against her. And we'll see as the reading progresses if there's any additional clues as to what may have happened. But Spirit, now we're asking about her, the family life, generally speaking. How was it? How was the family life in the McCann home? King of Swords. It seems very, organized, regimented. They were doing well. Living the dream. At times, maybe somebody could be a little bit more of a disciplinarian than others. But, I mean, that's not in and of itself a bad thing. They played games. They really were, in terms of being parents, they wanted to be parents. This is what they wanted to do. This was their dream, to have a family. Their little family was young, just starting out. And, I'm not getting a sense that the home life was in such a way that, it led to anything here. It really feels like to me, with this impulse card, everything just serendipitously lined up for this vacation. But there's some element of somebody threatening someone. It could be threatening the person who's ultimately responsible. I don't know. But I don't get a strong sense that the parents intentionally harmed her or did anything or made her disappear. Yeah. I'm not getting anything from this deck. Okay, let's see where we're at. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pause here. And the next set of questions is going to deal with what happened to her. We had to get kind of a background, open it up, see what we're dealing with here. And now we're going to have the next 5 or 6 questions deal with what happened to her. And I hope you stick around as we continue on with the Madeleine McCann readings. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. It does help me out, and I very much appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe, my friends. Okay, going to clean these up, take a picture. Be right back.